said, would you like to meet this really cool couple that's moving into town? They're kind of your age, although they're 10 years younger, but they act much more mature than me. And I said, sure. So I had them over to my house. My house was kosher, but I ordered an Izzy's pizza instead just to make them comfortable. And the rabbi thanked me for having them over, and it was really, it's really cool. And Ruchi came over, and she ran around. Her kids ran around in my backyard, and we started really loving each other, loving each other's families, and there was always room at their house for Shabbat. Then my girlfriend, they started this program called Partners in Torah, where they hook you up with somebody who's from, or somebody. They hook you up with somebody who understands more about Torah than I did. And that was about 10 or 11 or whatever years ago. I don't even remember exactly. And so my partner said, Miriam Koval at that point said, hey, want to come to the JCC and meet my gym teacher? And I said, sure. And she said, oh, she's speaking at the JCC about Shabbos and women. And I was just on my journey, so I said, sure. And we got to sit next to her because we paid a little extra. And I was so excited. And I was sitting next to Lori. And that was the first time I met you. And I'm sure you don't remember, which I totally understand because you meet a trillion people. But I bought every one of her books, and I had her sign every one of my books, and I was a total, nerdy student. And I love this woman. This is so cool. Like, it's not, like, stuffy, and it's really interesting, and she's really smart, and she's not, like, I don't know, just gorgeous and smart and gorgeous and smart. Anyway, so that's how I met Lori. So then Ruchi, years later, fast forward, Ruchi tells us about this trip. Basically my whole life, thanks to my parents, I'm honored to be here with my mother and my father, taught us the importance of Judaism in a reformed shul. We called it a temple. My mother made challah on Thursday nights. My mother had Shabbos every Friday. My mother stayed home on Saturday. And she sent us to a Jewish day school when it was insane. They thought she needed a psychologist. There was only the Hebrew Academy and this school that my parents helped found called S.Y. Agnon, which was a very progressive, pluralistic Jewish day school. We sat on the floor. We called our teachers by their first names. I'll get into the whole title thing with you one day. But anyway, there's many different ways to do it. But anyway, because of them, not in spite of them, I am standing here. And I wanted to come to Israel when I was 17, and the day that I was supposed to leave, I got mono. I wanted to come to Israel. We had a tragedy in our family. I wanted to come to Israel, and I had too many boyfriends that were not the best boyfriends for me, and we just never traveled there. We traveled other places. I wanted to come to Israel, and my son was diagnosed with autism. There were many, many reasons why I didn't come to Israel until today, but I really, truly believe that this was the day and this was the time that I was supposed to come to Israel with my sister, with my mother, with my new auntie, with all of these people, with Ruchi, my dear friend, my cousin Lisa, just all of these wonderful people, and it's just such a blessing. And I thank you so much, gym teacher.